Welcome to the Emergency News Network. We have a breaking news story, well, I guess. For the past couple of days, many videos on the internet have gone viral, and they all were talking about people feeling a strange presence every night. However, they can't explain what this presence is, and it can't be seen, heard, or felt. It's some kind of presence that some of these people felt, but didn't feel. It's like it was something in their mind that's telling them they're being watched by something, or someone, and it felt so real, they couldn't say it was just in their mind, but rather it was a real presence. They have felt this presence for the past couple of nights. Some of these people on these viral videos even said that the presence felt so real, It caused them to lose some sense of sanity and control of themselves. When the first video revolving around this topic came out, it was just ignored by viewers, but then came a wave of these videos, urging people to, quote-unquote, not be alone during the night. These videos have created mass panic across the United States, causing other sane people to believe they might eventually feel this presence. We are here tonight to confirm that these videos are fake. Everyone, these videos are not real, and this could be just a sign of paranoia. It is paramount that you consider seeking mental health support. Although mild paranoia usually goes away naturally, it can be long-term as well. Paranoia can lead to delusional thoughts, which is exactly what these people are going through. Please, do not spread this fake panic. It is nothing we need to worry about. That is all for now. Normal programming will now resume.
Everyone, please listen. Either I'm going insane or something is wrong here. I've been feeling this presence every night, and a lot of my friends have been feeling a similar presence. I can't explain it, but it's watching me and my friends. Somebody is watching us. Don't be alone during the night. Do not be alone during the night. Please.
We apologize for the sudden interruption. This was just a hoax, and this was an unauthorized alert.
Listen to me. This is real. We're not insane. America is under a massive threat right now. Please, listen to us.
Everything said in this alert was fake, and there is no need to panic.
Stop silencing me.
Normal programming will now resume at this time. Welcome back to the Emergency News Network. We have some creepy stuff going on here. The emergency alert system was suddenly activated, and an alert was broadcast, saying that America was under a threat. According to civil authorities, they said that the alert was believed to have been activated by a prankster, as they have confirmed that everything said on that alert was confirmed to be a hoax. There is no threat present at this time. At this time, spreading these rumors about a non-existent presence is considered an illegal offense, and those who upload videos spreading panic will be arrested and banned from all sources of social media. The one who illegally activated the emergency alert system, and others who tried to do the same will be arrested, charged, and banned from all sources of social media. There is no need to panic. Panicking will just make the situation worse than it already is. There is no threat anywhere at this time. In addition to this, there have been videos uploaded on social media about people trying to convince others that something is watching them during the night, but nobody believed them. But the scariest part is, they were getting mad at them because they were just brushed off as mentally insane, and that they needed a psychologist. Their anger got so high from that feedback, they ended up murdering the ones they tried to talk to. At this time, it is believed that people are going through a massive wave of paranoia. If you believe to feel a strange presence in your home during the night, get medical help. It's all in your mind. Do not go around spreading panic about what you're feeling or experiencing, as you'll be arrested and banned from all sources of social media, as well as be treated by a psychologist. There is no threat at this time, and this presence doesn't exist. It's all in your mind. This stuff takes away your happiness, and nobody is promised tomorrow. So far, that's all we have for now. Normal programming will now resume at this time.
The National Weather Service in Knoxville, Tennessee, has issued a tornado warning for... Wait a second, are you even listening? I'm the EAS guy who's trying to save your life. If I were you, I'd open your ears and listen up. Now, let me continue. A tornado warning has been issued for all of Knoxville and surrounding areas. What the heck? You're still not listening? I know you all are not listening, so you better open your ears and listen to this alert. Oh, I see how it is. You're complaining because I interrupted your precious programming, huh? I'm supposed to interrupt your programming because it could be any moment where a tornado, or some kind of presence, rips through your house, and your mind. This is our job, and we do this for money. Yeah, you heard that right. I don't actually care about anyone listening to this alert. In fact, I could care less if someone set you on fire. In fact, forget about this stupid alert. I think you all should be killed because all you do is sit in front of the TV all day watching BrainRot or some other crap programming that does nothing but cause your brain to rot. Yeah, that's why it's called BrainRot, you stupid idiots. You all clearly don't value life, so what does it matter if you get killed? I can't believe I'm wasting my time being here with you chickens, trying to save your life, trying to even get your attention, when all you're doing is... and not even giving a crap about anything I'm saying here. I'm legit talking to animals. Yeah, I guess this is why this exists. We try to talk to animals only for them to not listen to us. I honestly don't get why we even try to get your attention, because it's not like this alert will save your life, because you're gonna frickin' ignore it.
Tom, what in the world are you doing? Why am I hearing you talk trash about our listeners? Oh, forget it, it doesn't matter. This is completely unacceptable. Your toxic behavior is gonna get you fired if you don't straighten up. Show our listeners some respect, no matter the circumstance. This toxic attitude will not be tolerated, and if I see it again, you're fired.
I will do whatever the frick I want and there's nothing you can do about it. Now go away, you fat ugly pig, before I murder you in your sleep.
Whoa, Tom.
Same for you peasants. Listen up, or I'll murder you in your sleep.
That is it, you're fired, and I will make sure you don't lay a hand on me ever.
Hey, get off of me. Get off of me.
I can't believe I'm doing this, but it's for my own safety.
Oh, get over here and suck this up. I will do whatever the frick I want and there's nothing you can do about it. Now go away, you fat ugly pig, before I murder you in your sleep. Get the frick out of here. Now, let me continue so I can get this crap job done. This tornado is large, and extremely dangerous, and I honestly hope it rips through your house. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? The tornado warning expired?
What the frick? The tornado warning expired, and it didn't kill you, idiot self then? Are you freaking kidding me right now? I was hoping the tornado would rip through your house and annihilate all you chickens. I was legit wishing death on you freaks. I can't freaking believe this. I can't take this. Tornado legit had race on you people. This was undeserved. Please, Tornado, come back. Kill these chickens. But you always kill the people who actually listen. I'm gonna frickin' lose it. I hope this presence actually attacks you and kills you because you never listen or care about anything or anyone but yourselves. Why Why did this tornado have grace on you? Waste of oxygen. Why didn't this tornado have grace on my family who actually listens to me? I pray God sends a tornado to your house and it kills you and your entire family. I pray it happens right now and that I get to see your guts fly around in the air. I pray it happens more than anything in this frickin' world.
Tom, get out now. You're fired, and I'll be in order to leave immediately, or we will get the authorities involved.
Oh, you want to frick with me? Really? You want to frickin' frick with me? And suck this up. See this middle finger? How about you take treating people with respect and shut it up your butt?
Welcome back to the Emergency News Network. We have some shocking news right now. Mass panic is all over the United States, as there have been many reports about people killing others, trying to convince them that they're feeling a real presence. In addition, Tom, the EAS guy, went nuts when a tornado alert was being broadcast. He ended up attacking one of the EAS staff members and was believed to have destroyed the entire room. People across America are slowly going insane as time goes on. It also seems like more and more people are beginning to experience or feel some kind of presence during the night. At first, we believed it to be just a sign of paranoia, but it's starting to seem like paranoia is not the case anymore. Civil authorities will be on the lookout for anything indicating a possible threat. If you see anything suspicious, call 911 immediately. Psychologists, as well as the CDC and other civil authorities, seem to believe that there's some kind of paranoia in the air that's causing people to feel a presence so real they go insane. This is causing lots of concern for other residents across the country. Some of these people are even starting to believe that there's an actual unseen presence in the air that's haunting the minds of other people, causing them to go insane. This is not confirmed to be true at this time. We cannot provide much advice or instructions right now, as there is a chance that there could be an unseen threat, but it also could be some form of paranoia that people seem to be developing because of the events that have happened. Getting medical support could ignore the possibility of a real, unseen threat in the United States, so it's hard to recommend getting medical support. However, our health is really important, and is something that should be of top priority. Rely on your own methods of what to do from here on out. Normal programming will now resume at this time, but if anything else happens, we will have to interrupt once again.
This is only a test of the emergency alert system. If this was an actual emergency, we would provide information about the emergency, and give you instructions to follow for your safety. Again, this is only a test. However, even though this is only a test, I would like to take this time to give out an apology to everyone who has been listening to the EAS tornado warning alert for Knoxville, Tennessee. The way I behaved on the air was completely unacceptable, and have offended so many people. They filed many complaints to us, and are begging my boss to fire me, which I won't be surprised if he does. The things I said in that alert is exactly the reason I should be fired, and the things I said I'm sure has torn down a lot of people. I was so mad at everyone, because I was going through something very haunting, stressful, and mentally damaging. I was feeling a real presence. I was feeling haunted by something or someone. Now I know not a lot of people are believing people like me, and others right now. However, it's all true. We are suffering a fear of being attacked by a presence that feels so real, and that this feeling never goes away, no matter how hard we try to fight it off. It's like our everyday suffering, but much worse and much harder, to where it's impossible to contain. People have told us that we are just insane and crazy people, brushed us off, and told us to get a grip of reality, and that we need as much therapy and mental health support as possible, which that second part won't agree with, but the first part, it's just not true. We are being as honest as possible. I don't know why we'd make some sort of lie like this, other than getting attention, which is not what's going on here. We tried lots of therapy and mental health support, but nothing worked. In fact, things just got even worse for people like me. I felt brushed off, told that I was crazy and stupid or even thinking something like this, and no matter how much I try to do to get rid of these feelings, nothing works, and it just keeps haunting me. A lot of this is the reason I was mad that day, along with other reasons which I won't get into. However, the way I felt that day and everything I was going through does not give me an excuse to trash talk to y'all the way I did. I wanted you people to listen to me, because when I was talking about everything I was going through, I felt brushed away and ignored by everyone, because they thought I was crazy. Even what I'm told by therapists and psychologists, it made me feel insane, even though what I felt was really real. But despite all of that, it does leave me any excuse to use such horrible language and insult everyone who was listening. Let me just say this, before we return to regular programming, no matter how mad you are, control your words. They are powerful, and can cause so much destruction, if they are used improperly. A wildfire would start with just a tiny spark, just like our small words can create chaos in the crowd. This ends my apology message, and this test of the emergency alert system. I hope that everyone listening can forgive me, but I understand if you can't. I still apologize, and I regret the things I said to everyone. Thank you, stay safe.
Welcome back to the Emergency News Network. All residents across the United States are being advised to shelter in place and somehow get mental health support immediately, no matter what mental condition you're in. Residents who have been in the outside world have felt a huge fear whenever being outside. While there is no threat known to civil authorities, people across the United States are facing a huge threat of paranoia, and they need to take it seriously. It is predicted that everyone across the United States will soon experience this paranoia, as it has spread to a lot of people in the past week since those videos went viral. In addition, psychologists are starting to believe that this paranoia is affecting the human mind in ways that cause them to ignite violent intentions. Explaining why Tom went crazy during the tornado warning alert that was broadcast a couple of days ago. It is unknown how this paranoia is affecting the human mind to where they're igniting violent intentions. Civil authorities have officially concluded that there is no known threat to humanity at this time, but citizens are still trying to convince them that there is a presence and a threat. However, they do recognize that the paranoia is severely affecting people, and it seems like they're having a really hard time having it treated. Civil authorities are now advising people to shelter in place in a room with no outside doors or windows, and no void areas either. Have the light on at all times. Make sure you have someone with you, someone who you feel close to, and make sure that other person feels close to you too, so that their love can possibly drown out your feelings or paranoia. This is not guaranteed to work, but the lives of many are in danger right now, and we must try anything that could, even just slightly, decrease the chances of losing all control and sanity. Normally scheduled programming will continue and will be commercial-free to keep the music playing. We will also only play music that will be healthy for people's mental health. Normal programming will now resume.
You're listening to the music channel, where we play the hottest music that will make your day a good one. However, due to a situation that is occurring across the United States, and possibly the rest of the world, our regularly scheduled programming will be on hold for a couple of moments, as this is a situation that should be addressed. This is a situation that should not be taken lightly. Residents across the United States are being advised not to be alone at any point during the night. The people who have felt a presence have started going through a series of events where they feel like they're being attacked by something, or someone. According to these reports, they say that the victim is the only one who can see this, something, as they're being attacked, but no one else can. This is turning into a dangerous situation that requires the emergency alert system to be activated. Not being isolated does not guarantee protection from this phenomenon, but at this point, nothing can promise you protection from whatever this is. Civil authorities are not finding any sort of threat anywhere in the country, so they are concluding that people are going through some sort of paranoia that has so happened to spread to other humans. This is probably because of the viral videos that people posted about them feeling some sort of presence that felt surreal. They couldn't brush it off as just in their heads. This is the same feeling that everyone across the United States is having right now. Right now, it's causing mass panic across the country and is causing people to believe that there's a real threat of some sort. At this time, if you are suffering from feeling a presence so real that it's taking away control of yourself and your sanity, please, get mental support right away. Civil authorities are concluding that it's only a very strong paranoia that everybody is feeling, and that there's no real threat present. It's all in your mind right now. I know it's hard, and I've gone through a lot of intrusive thoughts too. No, it wasn't some sort of presence, but I have suffered through many intrusive thoughts that made me question and worry about everything. It was truly a hard time for me, and I'm sure a lot of us have gone through similar situations, and for a situation like this, it's even harder because we feel like something is watching us and about to attack us. This is truly a very hard time for a lot of people right now. I wish I could say that this is just one big bad dream, or that this can be resolved easily or quickly, but sadly, none of these are true. Although not being isolated will probably not promise protection, it's always good to be with friends and family, and in general, people who truly care about you and love you. I wish I had more of those people in my life, and I'm sure a lot of us wish the same. Some of us feel very lonely, have been through lots of rejection, and have a lot of trauma in us right now, making this situation even harder to get through. I truly wish everyone listening here the best of luck, and I hope that we all can get through this situation, somehow, some way. We will now return to normal schedule.
Welcome back to the Emergency News Network. For those experiencing paranoia, you're in a life-threatening situation. Citizens across the United States have tried to get treatment for their paranoia, but nothing has worked for them. Look, before you say anything, I'm not saying these people are weak. They are not weak at all, but instead, this is some incurable paranoia they're facing. Based on what civil authorities already know and what these people have told psychologists, it is believed that this paranoia stems from something threatening. Whatever this something is, civil authorities cannot find it, and it is nothing anyone can learn about, leading them to conclude that it's just severe paranoia. Civil authorities are unsure what to believe. Sheltering in place has proven to be useless. This is a very dangerous situation. There is no known solution to this situation, so right now, we can only pray that this paranoia that people are experiencing somehow goes away soon. We are hoping that this situation somehow gets better, but one thing is for sure, this is completely out of anyone's control. Reports are coming in from South America and Canada about people experiencing unnatural and severe paranoia. Due to this strange paranoia spreading into other areas of North America and South America, it is believed that other areas across the world will soon face this strange paranoia. As a result of not being able to resolve this situation, the future of humanity, whatever it might be, is inevitable and is completely out of humanity's control. The outcome of the human race is uncertain. This situation is expected to become a global state of emergency in the coming days. There is currently no safe place from an event of this magnitude. The need for preparedness and collaboration in the face of uncertainty becomes paramount at this time. Rely on your own methods to prepare whatever humanity is doomed to face. So far, that's all for now. However, in a time like this, we are reminded of the interconnectedness of our world and the importance of empathy and resilience. There may not be a threat to America, however, people's mental health is in a life-threatening condition right now. The lives of people are truly precious, and for them to face something so threatening, it shatters my heart. I encourage everyone listening to this broadcast to pray for these people, as their future is not only inevitable, but very uncertain. However, it is also believed that every human may start experiencing this paranoia in the coming days, making this a mental threat to humanity. Please stay tuned and stay safe. Normal programming will continue right now.
Suddenly you're nowhere to be found. I turn around and everything has changed. Looking for a way to work it out. I'm trying to find some peace to navigate. The oak tree where I met you, and the writing on the statue. I still remember every word you said. I'm not a soldier, but I'm fighting. Can you hear me through the silence? I won't give up, 'cause there will be a day we'll meet again. Everything we wanted turned to gold. The path we chose, the future on our side. Never thought I'd do this on my own, but now I wield the sword you left behind. The oak tree where I met.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the United States government. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Based on what civil authorities already know and what these people have told psychologists, It is believed that this paranoia stems from something threatening. This is not necessarily confirmed, but it's being concluded because right now, it's making sense at this time, as civil authorities and psychologists are starting to believe that there's something preventing people from curing their paranoia. Sheltering in place has proven to be useless. This is a very dangerous situation. There is no known solution to the situation, and likely there will never be one, as civil authorities are confirming that this is out of humanity's control. The fear of the unknown seems to be becoming a powerful tool for manipulation and control by whatever is causing people to experience such severe paranoia. Due to failed efforts to treat the paranoia, petrified citizens facing the paranoia are doomed to face an inevitable outcome. These people have fought hard, but something has put them in a position where healing from this paranoia isn't possible. Civil authorities are struggling to believe if there is some kind of entity or phenomenon that exists that is harming these humans mentally, because they can't find any form of threat at all. However, they are taking the situation very seriously and are trying to find a solution to the situation. Civil authorities are now in belief that everyone is facing a threat that's affecting their mental health. The outcome is uncertain and inevitable. They don't know what this threat is, which is one of the reasons why they are unable to find a solution to the situation, and that this might be the new normal. They also believe that everyone on Earth will eventually start experiencing this paranoia, and that there's no way to avoid the situation. There are no plans available for handling the situation. Right now, as you live out your life, resist the feelings, never be alone, and do all you can to survive. Do not let this threat get more power. Survive. You got this. You are strong. Don't give up. You are special and strong. You got this. This is an emergency action notification, requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS Operating Handbook for a national-level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message that will be broadcast on the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. We interrupt your programming. This is a national emergency. Stand by. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will be speaking shortly.
The following message is authorized for release upon receipt of my request and that of the United States government. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Humanity is slowly coming to an end. Everyone across the planet has now been reported to have faced something so terrifying, they killed themselves. According to some of the reports from psychologists, victims have heard a loud roar that sounded so real, they felt an urge to kill themselves. Psychologists were with them at the time this happened, but unfortunately, they weren't able to stop them from killing themselves. Nobody knows what this roar was, but everyone who's experiencing the paranoia is feeling that there's some kind of entity somewhere in the sky that's attacking the minds of everyone across the globe through means of paranoia. It seems that this entity has been hiding for so long and is now revealing itself to these people. Everyone across the world is experiencing this now, and even I am starting to feel some sort of presence. This threat is slowly becoming real, as there are almost no more people who are not facing this paranoia. There is nothing humanity can do to stop this. It is believed that everyone who is facing paranoia will continue to experience it, but within time, they'll slowly understand more and more of what is attacking them. I wish that I could say this is just some bad dream, but this is sadly all real, and out of our control. This concludes my message, and may God help us all.
That was a message from a representative of the President of the United States. We will now switch to regular programming. We will continue to broadcast new information and updates once they become available. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and human mental health authorities. Everyone across the world is experiencing a presence so real, they're going insane and eventually killing themselves. I myself am feeling this presence too. However, psychologists confirm that this is not paranoia. They report that some people were able to see this entity before they killed themselves. Whatever this entity is, it's real, and everyone across the world will someday kill themselves. It's out of our control. The entity will take all control of us at some point, and will kill ourselves in a very gruesome death. Everyone across the United States is encouraged to gather with anyone you're with and brace for the end. Humanity is about to be overrun by a threat that we never thought was possible. This message will now cease transmission. Wait a minute. Oh no, I see the entity. My time has come. Oh gosh, what is happening? Somebody help me. Somebody help me. I can't take this anymore. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. I can't take this anymore.